graph the quadratic equation y equals negative x squared plus 4x minus 1. So here notice we have the quadratic equation with the form of ax squared plus bx minus c. So the first thing we want to do is determine whether our parabola opens upward or downward. So the way we do this is by looking at a. So if a is greater than 0, it opens upward, and a if is less than 0, it opens downward. Well, our a is equal to negative 1, so this means it opens downward. Now we want to find our vertex. To find our x vertex, it has the equation of negative b over 2a. So using this equation, we have negative b, which is 4, over 2 times a, which is negative 1. So here we have negative 4 over negative 2, which is equal to 2. Now our y vertex is found by substituting our x vertex in the equation. So when we do that, we get negative x, which is 2 squared, plus 4 times 2 minus 1. So now we have negative 2 squared, which is 4, plus 4 times 2 is 8, minus 1. So now our y vertex is 4 plus 8. That's a negative because we have a negative here, so we have negative 4. Plus 8 minus 1 is 3. So this means our vertex has the point of 2, 3. Now we want to find our x-intercept. And we do that by substituting 0 for y, setting y to 0. So here we have negative x squared plus 4x minus 1. So now what we're going to do is factor this. Or we could use our quadratic equation, which x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So when we do that, we get negative b, which is 4, plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is negative 1, times c, which is negative 1, over 2 times a, which is negative 1. So now what we get is negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared is 16 minus negative 4 times negative 1 is 4 times negative 1 is 4 over negative 2. 2 times 1 is negative 2. So now we have negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 4 is 12, square root of 12 over negative 2. So this means our intercepts pass. If you calculate this out, negative 4 plus 12, the square root of 12 divided by negative 2 equals 0.3. And if you calculate negative 4 minus the square root of 12 divided by negative 2, that's 3.7. So we have two x-intercepts. Now we want to find our y-intercept. And we do that by setting x equal to 0. So here we have negative 0 squared plus 4 times x, or 0, minus 1. So our y-intercept is at 0, negative 1. Now we're just going to plot our vertex. our x-intercepts and our y-intercepts. So our vertex is at 2, 3, we have 0.3, 0, so it could be about here, roughly. We have 3.70, this is about here, and we have our y-intercept of 0, -1. Now what we're going to do is connect our points using a smooth line. So that's our graph of the quadratic equation of y equals -x² plus 4x minus 1.